the recording had an interruption, so I hope that everything is copacetic. Welcome to your weekly guidance. This is pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, 1, 4. Pick your guidance for the week. If none of these speak to you, check out the other weekly guidances as they are timeless. And perhaps a batch in those videos will speak to you. The timestamp should be in the description box below. And without further ado, I'm going to start with pile number 2. Pile number 2, your weekly guidance, you have here and now and the protection and go the distance. I want to say that regardless of what's going on in the present, keep going. That's the first thing I'm going to say. I am going to read to you the here and now protection message really quickly. Here and now, I promise to love faithfully. Whenever you find your mind drifting into the past, wondering if things could have or should have been better, or whenever you find yourself longing for the good old days, you leak power. The same is true for looking too far ahead and hoping the future will provide you with certainty. Driven by ambition, you might wander too long in a place with no substance and forget that you are here today. The past and future are illusions. Whenever you leave the present moment, you're disconnecting from your inherent power to manifest your reality with true substance. Neither past nor future can give you what you need. Now is all that counts. Come back from those eternities and be here now. All will be well, and miracles will appear as if by magic in the perfect timing of spirit. So that paired up with go the distance is telling me a story of perhaps a mental state, emotional state, physical state that may not be as satisfactory, or there may have been a hitch, or that's maybe lackluster. But the guidance here for you is to keep going. The guidance here for you is to keep stepping forward, to keep moving, and to keep moving. Like don't let the current mood bulldoze you. Like experience the current mood, experience what's going on, acknowledge it, accept it that it's happening, but don't let it stop you from moving. Like keep moving, keep planning, keep going, keep making moves, keep making plans to move forward. Like just keep going. It may take a while to get there, but just do the steps that you can, one foot in front of the other. That's your guidance for this week, and I hope it serves you. Good luck. Keep that light on. I'm going to start with number 3. Number 3, your guidance this week is to chop wood in protection. So I'm going to read that to you because I really like this protection message. Here and now, I promise to love faithfully. Are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions, or desires with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. You have to get out of the chair. You actually have to do something. Reality only after you have begun. It will take time. That message really speaks for itself. If there is anything I could add, is a quote that comes to mind from Amy Poehler's book, where she says, the doing of the thing is the thing, not the thinking about it, not the planning of it, not the reading of it, not the dreaming of it, not the make believe. Like the doing of the thing is the thing. You can think about writing a book, you can think about starting a business, you can think about signing up for that dating website, you can think about leaving that relationship that makes you feel like shit, you can think about all these things and you can talk about them to the people in your life, but the doing of the thing is the thing. The doing of the writing of the book is the thing. Pen to paper, clickety clack, stick fingers. The conversation with this person, the downloading the app and signing in and building your profile and sorting is the thing. The doing of the thing is the thing. So what is the thing to get you one step closer to do it even deeper? Do a thing. And good luck. Number 4. Your guidance is imagine in protection. Imagine all the people. Alright, rooted in a sense of lack, as they truly are, not as you hoped or imagined they would be. Release any fear, then envision anew. Perhaps you are anticipating that something fearful might happen and recreating that image of disaster over and over and over and over and over in your mind. The universe responds to such projections, so be aware of this catastrophizing. No matter what, illusions and awfulizing are a misuse of imagination. I read that wrong. Clear the inner slate and stay grounded. Stay real. Only then can you truly have what you desire. Here's the thing about this. This is it's a lot of words saying a lot of different things. One of the things that it's saying is things are what they are. It is what it is. And whether you spend your time and energy worrying about them, anxiety over them, nervous over them, they are what they are. It's not going to go away necessarily sometimes. What I get with this is addressing that part of you that might be feeling those feelings that have come up in a given situation, acknowledging those feelings, looking at them from outside of yourself as this is what they are, and finding the truth in them, finding what it is about them that is coming up for you. What is it about this that's making you feel so anxious? And go a little bit deeper. I'm so anxious to start my business. I'm so nervous to start my business. I keep procrastinating to start my business. Well, why? What is it about that that feels like that? I don't know. It just feels like a lot. It feels like a lot of responsibility. Go a little bit deeper, What does that come from? Why do you think that's going to happen? And just interview that fear, interview that feeling from a perspective of I want to understand you, not a perspective of I want to judge you. See if you can make acquaintances and maybe friends with that feeling and acknowledge that. I've been looking at a coach lately and she really reminded me that these feelings are there. It's on you, the gap between you and your other self that is afraid. Me all these reasons for why I shouldn't or can't or whatever. And thank you for protecting me. And let's do this together. Something like that. The third thing that this talks about is once you do that, that's when you can be real and go back to the first thing of seeing things as they are. Which, once you move through that high emotion, unworthy, all these heavy things, once you sort of clear the space, clear the slate, then you look at the situation anew. It is what it is, but without those emotions. And you get to see it as, oh, okay, this is what it is. Okay, this is what I have to play with. This is what I have to work with. how do I move forward? It's then at that point that when you clear those emotions out and you put them to bed and tuck them in nicely, give them a little kiss on the forehead, you can go, okay, this is what this is looking like. This is my plan. So it's at that point when you soothe that side of you, then you can sort of make a plan to take action. So I hope that helps for you this week. Goes, keep your light on. Good luck. Number one, you have why and orphaned. Well, that's pretty friggin' powerful. I'm gonna read both of them to you because I feel like that's highly relevant. Orphaned in protection says, the shadow side of this card speaks to the essence of abandonment. Perhaps you feel a need to remain apart because intimacy is too threatening. It also warns against creating inappropriate family structures in order to conceal old wounds. It's time to address the unhealthy alliances you've formed and make a decision to heal the past. You will not be abandoned by the world if you claim yourself as whole. Not all relationships are dysfunctional, and not all of them will disappoint you. Don't abandon yourself. You can connect to others in a healthy way once you recognize your patterns and consciously choose to interrupt them. Life wants to love you. Let it. And I love that this is paired with the why card, because why basically asks you, why do you do what you do? Why are you involved in what you're involved in? Why does this relationship or this dynamic or this experience make you feel the way it does? What about it? What about you is being triggered? What about it? What about you needs to be looked at? What about it? What about you needs to be healed? Why really asks those deeper questions and brings up those deeper subconscious level stuff that needs to be looked at. And I want to read that to you. There is great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most importantly, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience when you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. Like I said, why may you be abandoning yourself, or why may you be continuing to assume the abandonment of you by others? Were you really abandoned, or did you do the abandoning? Which can be something that you really turn your head. I recently had an epiphany where I realized something to that effect. This week, if you're feeling some type of way, try to look at where it's coming from and why it has come up now, and what situations typically come up. Ask us, and when was the last time I felt this way? And hopefully, if you meditate on those things, you can move through something of a breakthrough. I did, and it was really powerful. So I wish you that. But yeah, this week, pretty much look at your motives for what you're doing, and see if it's in line with, just see what it is in line with, period. I wish you everything. I really do. Keep your light on, honey, and good luck.